Tifa is a monk. She punches shit with her fists, and she has dolphin kicks. Anyway. Oh, I got an ether. That makes sense. Down we go. That'll be more relevant when we get another character later, because, like, their limit break in particular makes it very apparent, like, this motherfucker is supposed to be a white mage. But it's still really funny to, like, spec them out as being a non-white mage. Like, make this character who is very obviously designed with, like, the idea of being a white mage in mind. And just equip them with materia that makes them a tank. Tifa, your idea of a critical hit is 21 damage. Why are you even here? That's what's kind of funny. Like, again, incorporating, like, the gameplay into the story. Tifa has the lowest level when she joins. The story has treated her as, like, the more maternal, non-action character. And you don't... You can't equip a new weapon to her. She starts out with her default weapon, which is very weak. So she can't really do a lot of damage while she's in your party here, at this point in the game. And yet she's like the single most badass character, because she's running around punching fucking robots in the face. She gets better later. You did your best, and that's all Jesus asks of you. Anyway. Oop. No, I wanted to pick it up. I'm gonna hang on to that limit break for Cloud as long as I fucking can, damn it. Let's have her cast. Fuck you. No. I hurt mildly. Yeah, you gotta love the wind pose. Wow, those seahorses give a lot of EXP. Gotta love the wind pose for Tifa, is her just shoving her tits into the camera. Ooh. Give me that. We got a tent. And also you, too, Aerith, Tifa and Barrett. Aerith and Barrett. It's okay to reuse a location because it's a reactor. They're all kind of supposed to look the same. Standardized industrial designs, right? The color's different. And I like the mild difference. Like, it's the same layout, but this one looks a lot less run down. Instead of it being like a crag, like a big breakdown in the stairs, this is just a stairway that leads to nowhere. And we have to jump onto a pipe. So it actually makes less sense. I don't see why they couldn't have done the same thing. I guess, like, was their plan to literally do the same thing? To have the train pull all the way into the reactor and jump out and beat the shit out of everyone? again, and like this was plan B. They had to like jump off the train early and come in through the back, because this seems like it was way easier than what they did the first time. No, stop shooting me. It's upsetting. It just... it upsets me that, like, Final Fantasy is, like, allergic to turn-based combat all of a sudden. I don't get it. Final Fantasy 15 would be fucking amazing if it was turn-based, but no, Cloud's gotta have a schizophrenic breakdown at the most critical of moments. Did the Jewish mysticism do this to you? Listen to the heartbeat in the background. I think most people just mash through this scene. You don't notice normally that the music fades out and you can hear the heart beating in the background. And we're back. Damn, man, stop having a fucking schizoid delusional breakdown when we're in the middle of a terrorist attack. Never mind. Don't pay attention to the fact that I have a complete mental degradation of ridiculous proportions. Are the delusions setting in, Cloud? Weird that there's no timer this time. No. Ooh, these dogs are red. No, it's creepy. Don't hit me with your weird back tentacle. The one thing I don't like about the limit break is you can't not use it. If you have the limit break maxed out, you have to use the limit break. That's the one thing I'm like, eh. I wish I could, like... I guess, like, it's too exploitable if you can just, like, put it in your back pocket. Which is what I'm trying to do. They really don't want you to be able to do that. So it makes sense in that sense. But I wanna do it though. Ooh, back attack. Pretty sure this is just gonna kill all of them. Ooh, it takes more MP if you use if you use the all version of it compared to if you just hit one with them. Only like 1 point of extra though. Ooh, elevator. Blimp. Yeah. Oh, Popeye arms. I really don't like when people like mod the game to have the full proportioned battle models running around, because the environment is not designed with the proportions of the actual, like, combat fully built up models in mind. It's designed with the chibi-sized models in mind. This is so fucking annoying. There we go. Oof, that's a new record. This game has a lot of weird little mini games like that. Oh gee, a save point. I wonder if there's gonna be a boss fight. Everyone's pretty good. We're ready to go. I don't want to deal with this. Shit. I don't like it. There we go. Okay. Are you ready? Shinra soldiers in a Shinra reactor? Who could have guessed? What's going on? Was our really terrible plan a fucking stupid? Dumbasses. President Shinra. And where were you hiding? You came out the door we just came out of. Where were you? Avalanche. 'Cause we're coming down on you, Shinra. So here's where it becomes apparent that the game is like putting a fun little twist on the Final Fantasy archetype. Because like I said, like the conventional Final Fantasy trappings are, it's a generic swords and sorcery style, Dungeons and Dragons inspired Western fantasy medieval setting, where you're playing as the heroes of light who are chosen by the magic crystals, and you go and fight the evil dragon master or the big bad emperor or king of the big bad, like, evil kingdom who's being controlled by a god of evil magic or whatever, right? That's the setup in almost every Final Fantasy game. Is you're the generic heroes of light who are, like, ordainedly chosen by the god, magic, fate, or whatever, the crystals, to be the good guys. And you're fighting either, like, the Dragon Lord or whatever. This was Squaresoft, not Enix, by the way. We were not yet Square Enix. Going to fight, like, the generic evil entity or the evil empire. Like, Final Fantasy 2, kind of 3, kind of 4. Yeah, a lot 4, actually. 4 got weird, because you go to the moon at one point, but 4, and even 6, which did a lot of fucking weird subversive shit, still started out with that premise of, you are the heroes of light fighting the big bad empire. Final Fantasy VII is not only set in, like, a modern urban setting, but it's putting a fun twist on that heroes of light, evil king, empire setup, to where we're not the heroes of light. We're a eco-terrorist group who are literally bomb-throwing terrorists. Literally planting bombs and blowing up buildings and killing innocent people. Because environmentalism. And it's not an evil king of an evil empire, it's the president of a corporation that owns the entire city and is, like, sucking the planet dry with its not going green power resources. So it's this great twist of, like, you're a terrorist group fighting a president of a country instead of the typical Warriors of Light kind of setup. You're going from Final Fantasy VI, where you were the Returners fighting the evil empire, in the first half of the game anyway. Going into this, now you're Avalanche and you're bombing shit, and it's a president who owns, like, an army because he pays them to work for his company. I like how President Shinra's like trying to play it cool and pretending he knows who the fuck Cloud is. Oh yeah, you're that traitor. Yes. No, Cloud's going like, it's been a long time, sir, but I was been soldier and I quit and joined Avalanche. Oh yeah, sure, whatever, kid. I don't fucking pay attention to you people. But he doesn't want to seem like he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Ah, Sephiroth. The fucking Jewish mysticism was brilliant. Look at Cloud backing away like when Sephiroth is mentioned. Such a waste of good fireworks. King Vermin. Shut up! Shut up! No tea. I've got dinner with my son. He's flying in from out of town. Snap. Oh shit. Airbuster. Once again, we're collecting combat data. Shinra is just Umbrella. That's what it is. That's what it is. We've discovered that's the secret. They're all obsessed with collecting quote unquote combat data. Look at that tiny little helicopter. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I'm gonna jump on this helicopter. Whee! What? Oh yeah, the boss fight, right. This is from Soldier? No, just because it's called a Techno Soldier doesn't mean it's from Soldier. God damn it, why did they name it that? It's so confusing. I knew I should have talked to the marketing department. I'm gonna bust them up. Yeah, boss music. Look at that unique background that they made for this fight, for this one fight. You will never have any other fights in this location, ever, because the instant you step onto this walkway, the cutscene starts, but they still went and made that reactor background that's unique completely for this scene. Also notice that our party arrangement got changed up. Now all of a sudden Barrett's on top and Cloud's in the middle. Alright, this is what I was saving our limit break for. Fuck you! That just seems cheap. Ice, bitch. I'm gonna give you the cold shoulder. Did not think that through. Oh yay, Tifa. Yeah. Tifa has the best limit breaks in the game by far, in terms of combat utility. No. I don't think you're really supposed to be able to lose this boss fight. Because, like, every attack he does just massively inflates our limit break. I mean, he does a lot of damage, but, like, all that's doing is buffing our limit break to an excessive degree. And he goes down after only, like, 2 limit breaks. Oh, fuck! Oh, gosh. You can't die. Cloud, there's so many hidden, horrible secrets that I still have to reveal to you during a dramatic moment. I know, Tifa. Be strong. I don't know if I can hold on actually gives you points in Tifa. So I don't know why acting weak makes Tifa like you more. Sorry about all this. Stop talking like this is the end. This is my favorite scene ever. Fuck. Just the little fucking Lego model just falling like that. I don't know why it cracks me up so much. The voices in my head are checking up on me again. Oh! I'm oh man. This game stands up to like replays so fucking well. Holy shit. I just got a retroactive revelation about this scene. About who is talking to us right now. It moved. I'm not an it. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Oh. Oh. Twitchy. Hey, Spiky Head, you ever get deja vu? Cause I'm getting pretty severe deja vu right now. Really? This isn't the first time a former member of Soldier crashed through the roof of a church and landed in a bed of flowers to find you looking over them in a concerned manner? I mean, it's the first time an ex-member of Soldier did that. Yeah. God damn, Crisis Core was so fucking bad. Sick Undertale reference, bro. It hurts so much. Stop trying to seem cool. Hey, yeah, that is weird. So Cloud's on his own now, which means it's the perfect time to equip him with that Titan Bangle we just got. Oh, and Tifa and Barrett are no longer in the party, so the game gives us their materia back. Because that would be really annoying otherwise. Yeah, I remember you. You're the town drunk. Check out this plot device. Do you see the plot device? Here, let me shove it closer. Make sure you get a really good look at this plot device. I like how this random flower girl knows how to use materia, but Barrett doesn't, apparently. Does that say something about Barrett, or does it say something about this chick? Jeez, I didn't ask for your life story. I feel like talking. I don't mind. I feel like talking. Wait here. This scene makes an impact because this is the second time we've been given free control to just walk around. And look, your instinct is to walk towards her again, but you cannot step on the flowers. I'm holding up. You literally cannot step on the flowers. You have to walk around them. Cloud refuses to step on the flowers. My name is... Okay. So there is a minor controversy around this character's name. It's not like a big deal, but you will still see little arguments about it spring up in certain places. So here's the thing. Obviously, as you can see in front of you right now, the default name that the character is set up with is Aerith. That is how it was translated in the original release of Final Fantasy VII. Like, that's the default name. They got the script, they looked at the script, they translated the names on the script into English. This is how they translated the name that this character had in the Japanese script. The thing is, because it's all... They were just translating a script. All they were doing was taking, like, Japanese words and translating them into English words. When you got to the games that have voice acting, you get that awkward situation where where like some representative from Square Enix is overseeing the English voice actors in Kingdom Hearts or Advent Children or Crisis Core and advising them and being like, no, it's not Aerith. That's not how her name's pronounced. And they're like, oh. So instead, if you look up any English Final Fantasy VII materia or anything with voice acting that has Final Fantasy VII characters in it, you're going to hear characters pronouncing her name as Aerith, the TH. So there is that minor, you get those crowds of people who are like, no, this is the name that I grew up with, so it's the one that's correct. She had Aerith in the original game, and that's her name. And then you have people who are like, well, no, her real name is Aerith. It was just a mistranslation. Yada yada, you know, the Eggman versus Dr. Robotnik thing, but even stupider. Here's the thing, I think that debate is dumb because they're both wrong. They're just wrong for different reasons. Because it reminds me of, like, Godzilla, right? There's a commentary track for the original Godzilla movie that's, like, where he addresses the same kind of controversy about, like, the pronunciation of Godzilla or Gojira. Godzilla, Gojira, and he's like, it's a stupid debate because they're both incorrect. They're just incorrect for different reasons. The way in the original movie, the name is pronounced Godzilla. So in that same way, in Japanese, this character's name is pronounced Erisu.
Aerith.
This is how the name is spelled in Japanese, and when that name is said out loud in Japanese, it's pronounced Erisu.
Aerith.
So, if you're taking Erisu, and you're translating that into English, it makes perfect sense what happens. It's it's that LR thing of Japanese. So you go, well, is this Elesu or Eresu? Elesu doesn't really make sense, so Eresu is probably what they were going for. Erisu, Eresu. Well, in Japanese, the U isn't really supposed to be there. You just kind of chop that off, like good jobadoo, or like that stereotype kind of thing. That's just kind of what they put at the end of English words for some fucking reason. So you chop off the U, so you go from Eresu to Erisu to Eris. It makes perfect sense what happened there. But it's in that LR kind of thing. TH is also pronounced as in the S sound. They don't really, there's not a comparable language equivalent. So it's a compromise either way. They're both wrong. The correct way to say her name is Eresu. However, all that being said, I will say that when it comes down to the English translation side of things, I do come down on the side that her name is Aerith. Because, and the reason for that is because her name is kind of sort of supposed to be an anagram for Earth. E-A-R-T-H. It's supposed to be an anagram for Earth with an I in the middle. I in the middle of Earth. It's relevant for her character and the story that her character undergoes that her name is Earth. I, Earth. So to me, her name is Aerith. And I know that is a point that is, like I said, a minor controversy, but that's just my perspective on it. I think it's wrong either way, but to me, it makes more sense thematically that her name is Aerith. Okay. Aerith the Flower Girl. Clad. I do a little bit of everything. Once again, she's like, I'm Aerith the Flower Girl. I'm gonna switch back and forth. It's just naturally what's gonna happen. Me, I do a little bit of everything. Again, he's trying to sound cool. He's trying to be like, oh, look how cool I am. And she's laughing at him. Immediately. Like, she sees right through his bullshit. What's so funny? Immediately, Aerith sees through his bullshit. Immediately. Like, the Avalanche guys, they bought into it. Tifa is just, like, concerned for his well-being. Aerith sees that he's trying to seem cool. And is immediately like, you're a fucking retard, dude. It's great. There's also a video out there that talks about, like, Aerith's character design, which I think is really good. I know it's hard to, like, get an appreciation for it with the way the models are. But I really like Aerith's character design, where she's got, like, the pink purity, like, flower dress, and then a red jacket over it, and then just brown-ass boots. Like, look at her boots are almost exactly the same as Cloud's. And also the pink ribbon on there. Don't let it get to you. What does that fucking mean?
Well, I'm also here.
I got it.
Oh, did you get the cookies?
Yes.
Okay.
In the kitchen.
Whoa.
This part's kind of weird. I don't know if it was translated incorrectly or what. This whole part just seems kind of weird to me. Have you ever been a bodyguard? A Yohimbo? Why, yes, I have been a Yohimbo once or twice in my lifetime. Oh, duh. What the fuck? I like, in retrospect, this scene is really funny. That she's like, hey, can you be my bodyguard? Later revelations make it kind of funny that she's offering to let him be her bodyguard. It really comes across like she doesn't need him to protect her. It feels like she's just humoring him. You know? I think that's really interesting. It's like, hey, will you be my bodyguard? someone who's, like, in fear for their life to the point where they actually need a bodyguard isn't going to react to, hey, well, what are you going to pay me to be your bodyguard with, oh, I'll go out on a date with you. I'll go out with you. How about that? Like, what? Are you, like, scared for your life, or what the fuck is going on? Why do you need a bodyguard? What? Camera angle change for no reason. Oh, yeah. Peep that music. Love the Turks theme. I know you. Shh. Oh, yeah. Huh, Cloud, you really seem to, be deteriorating in quiet, subtle little ways there. Hey, sis. I reduced the gain, so I don't think that's picking up. But the cat is meowing like a fucking psychopath in the other room. Want him taken out? I haven't decided yet. Aw, Turks, you're so cool, say most of the internet, and not me. Don't fight here, you'll ruin the flowers. Off I go. Ah, it sure would be weird if they had this scene and redid it in modern graphics, but instead of them running off so that we wouldn't ruin the flowers in our fight, instead a bunch of fucking ghosts came out of nowhere. A bunch of time jannies came out of nowhere and dragged us off into another room for no fucking reason. Wouldn't that be stupid?
Jannies.
Mako eyes. Beautiful eyes. You're the ruin. You just stepped on them yourself. So we got Aerith. Oh wow, she starts out with her limit break. I wonder what dictates that. So we got Aerith here. Does not start out with any materia. We're gonna throw the restore materia on her. And look at her level. She starts out at level 6. Just like Barrett did. And one level higher than Tifa. Tifa started out at level 5. Barrett started out at level 6. Aerith is also starting at level 6. Although without any pre-built-in XP. And she starts out with her limit break already being maxed out. I don't really know why that is. That's not usually the case. But it's interesting, isn't it? And she starts out automatically in the back row.